Today, we're going to continue our tour of performance-based movies by visiting a documentary that showcases one of the greatest athletes of all time. It's called The Last Dance, and you can find it on Netflix. It's a 10-part series about Michael Jordan and the 1997-98 Chicago Bulls. In my opinion, from a mental performance standpoint, it's like an absolute masterclass. So The Last Dance gives us glimpses into why Michael Jordan was so exceptional, how he mastered both the technical side of the sport as well as the mental. One of the most powerful thoughts in the entire documentary comes pretty early. There's a journalist named Mark Vansel who describes what he believes made Jordan truly exceptional, and it wasn't his athleticism. He said this: most people live in fear because they project the past into the future. Michael was never anywhere else. His gift was that he was completely present, and that was the separator. So, completely present, not thinking about the last missed shot, not worrying about the outcome, just right here, right now, this play. We've talked about this, about being present on the podcast many times. And Michael Jordan wasn't just naturally gifted with this ability, he trained it. He worked with a mindfulness coach named George Mumford, who, by the way, has a great book you could check out, who helped him develop practices to stay in the moment under any conditions. And then there's my favorite quote in the entire documentary. When asked about pressure, about missing shots, about what went through his mind in high stakes moments, Michael Jordan said, "Why would I even think about missing a shot I haven't even taken yet?" Okay, let me say that again. Why would I think about missing a shot I haven't even taken yet? Great question, huh? Well, that is the 95-5 rule we talked about last week, in its purest form. That is process focused over outcome focused. That is a competitor who's trained his mind to stay present on what is important now and to let the outcome just take care of itself. And here's what I love most about Jordan's story. He was not born this way. He was actually cut from his high school basketball team. He was told he wasn't good enough. So he worked, he competed, and he failed, but he just kept going. And in his own words, one of my favorite quotes, it's a little bit longer, but the end of it says, "I've failed over and over again in my life. That is why I succeed." So, on that note, we're going to close today, but I want you to make sure to come back tomorrow because we have one more documentary that takes us behind the scenes of the PGA Tour.